Hey guys, so new comic book Wednesday, and today I am going to be reviewing, of course, first, Justice League number 2. Now, look at this cover art. You see Batman, Green Lantern, and Superman fighting one another, or just Batman and Green Lantern fighting Superman. So let me tell you about where Justice League number 1 left off. So in Justice League number 1, you get introduced to Green Lantern and Batman, and you also figure out that there's this alien kind of monster planning this bomb, and Batman and Green Lantern don't know what this mysterious box is. So they figure out that they should go talk to Superman because he's an alien and this is alien technology. Maybe he might know. And that's where they go and meet off with Superman, but they end up fighting one another. And you also get introduced to Victor Stone, also known as AKA Cyborg. Now, this issue picks off where issue 1 left off. But first, you open up with Barry Allen, the Flash. They're talking about he's at in the police office and just talking about solving a crime and whatnot. But but the police force or task wants them to figure out who the Flash is, and Barry Allen wants to figure out this murder, but they keep pushing to figure out who Flash is, and it's just blocking their way of solving other crimes because they want to figure out who the Flash is. And then we open up with Batman fighting Superman. Now, if anybody's just looking for an epic battle between Batman and Superman and see who will win, like I would, you don't really get to see that. You actually get to know that Batman has used all of his weapons in his utility belt, so he runs out of weapons, and of course none of them does any damage to Superman. He does not do any damage to Superman. And then of course Green Lantern comes in and helps out Batman and starts constructing this construct of chains to chain Superman down. Of course, this doesn't hold Superman. He actually breaks out of it, and you get like a full page spread out of him just like breaking out of the chains. And yeah, so he's kind of pissed off because he was attacked by the same alien Batman was attacked by in issue number 1. And he wants to figure out who this alien creature is. And since Batman has the same, mysterious box thing, Superman thinks that Batman's working with the alien, and he's pissed off and he wants to know what's going on. So he starts fighting Batman and Green Lantern. And then after that, Green Lantern needs help. So he calls Barry Allen, the Flash. So actually, they introduced that Green Lantern and the Flash has worked together once, or maybe a couple times. They have worked together, and actually Gorilla Grodd gets brought up. I don't know if it's Gorilla Grodd, but that's my guess because they said, "Oh, we took down a talking gorilla," so Gorilla Grodd's a talking gorilla, But yeah, so they actually work together, and Barry Allen doesn't want to work with the Green Lantern because the last time they worked together, they wrecked the museum, and people think that he's a vigilante now, that they want to go hunt him down. So the Flash doesn't want to help the Green Lantern, but then he changes his mind and comes out and starts fighting against Superman. Now he just runs around Superman, pulling down his cape, and just stuff like that. He's saying that, "Oh, you can't touch me, I'm the fastest man alive, you can't touch me." And of course, Superman throws a fist out, and right before, Flash, comes across into his fist, like before he bumps into his fist, he flicks him, and then with just a finger, he flicks Barry Allen across the panel, and he hits a car, and a cart, like a hot dog cart, and then yeah. After that, then you get introduced to Victor Stone and his father, and you get to see the relationship they have with one another. And basically, you just see their relationship together. And then you get introduced, you go back with, Superman and Green Lantern and Flash and Batman together, and, they're just running away from the cops because they found out where they were and what they're doing, and they want to catch them. And of course, they have to escape. And now they're trying to figure out what this mysterious box is. Now you get to see all 4 heroes interact with one another. Green Lantern and Flash, it seems like they're, okay friends. And Green Lantern actually wants to ditch Superman and Batman and figure out this on their own. But then, of course, they're like, "Oh, well, you don't know anything. We should stay with them because they probably can help us." So they stay together. And actually get to see a funny little thing between, how a bit more careless Green Lantern is. So Batman says, "Oh, you work in a crimes lab because it seems no, you work. Are you a police officer or something?" Because then he was trying to figure out what's in this box and stuff like that. And Green Lantern's like, "Don't give away your secret identity." And then he's like, "Don't give it away, Barry." And then he's like, "You just call me Barry." You're giving away my identity. So that was kind of funny, actually. But you actually get to hear Green Lantern talking to Barry as they're when he's asking him for help when they're fighting against Superman. But yeah, all in all, after that, of course, the box goes off and it explodes, but it sends out a portal and it transports a bunch of the same aliens from #1. The issue #1, you see the same aliens come out of the box. And of course, Victor Stone's father has it because he works for Stars Labs. So they have the same box and they're analyzing it and stuff like that. And it explodes too. And of course, in this crossfire, you know what's going to happen. Victor's son, not Victor's son, oh God. Victor, not Victor. Victor gets hit, Victor Stone. So he gets hit, and you're actually going to see how he gets hit, how his cyborg suit's built. He gets hit half of his body, partial of his right leg and stuff like that. You get to see him gets burned and stuff like that. So soon we're gonna get to see Cyborg or Victor come into play. But so far you only get to see Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, and Flash. So Flash was the only one introduced in here. And they're still working with Victor and his father's relationship. And also next issue they said they're going to introduce Wonder Woman. I think issue 4 they're going to have Aquaman come in, and I think issue 5 that's when we're going to see a full Justice League spread out. And yeah, here's my review on it. The art's still great, story's good, still it's a good pace so far, introducing a new superhero or a new member of the Justice League into the comics, which is great. I actually like that. Even though it's a bit slow paced, I would like to see them come out with a little bit more, but it's gradually just wanting us to read more and more. So yeah, read #2. You guys can catch #1 if you guys can. Yeah, so here's my review.